back. And yes, my profile picture is indeed a zoomed up picture of Monica's face. Anyways, let's get back into it. I only have like 50 videos or something. Oh no. I'm just gonna make me home soon and I don't like that made me uncomfortable. Anyways, let's just get on with it. I'll get to this one and I'm gonna be going back to DMT5. It's back to self-love. Hey. Oh, hello. Almost thought you've been coming today. Yeah, well, lunch is already more than halfway over. It's a good, typically been meeting during the stay, well, much earlier since it had been a good way of dodging her friends when she didn't feel like seeing them. Today she's holding a large plastic container in both hands. I ran into my friend, so I hung out with him for a while. Is that so? Yeah, well, I can move today, so I figured I should. I hadn't seen them in a while, which I had to come up with an excuse for, but I expected that. Plus, I have way more of these than I know what to do with, so I figured we'll share what to do. Each of us will load the container. Make cupcakes. Now it's been a while at this point, so I figured it's about time again. You can take one if you want. Takes a couple carefully, goes up to your fingers. It's brown, dark green frosting and immaculate, shaped into a floral pattern and topped with some kind of glittery powder. Pretty. So it's when I'll be able to finish it. Well, yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it. I just made them. Oh, I just thought that because green was really hard, right? Yeah, well, but that's not really. It takes a big bite. It's a small bite, sorry. It's green tea flavored. Oh, green tea. Oh, do you? It was just a random idea I wanted to try, so. Well, laugh at me. I'm not. I'm so happy. Oh, sorry. Usually when. Never mind. What I mean is that I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things again. Just want to do something nice. This is something I happen to be good at. And I do know that you like them from past experience. Everything's really cool and time to treat yourself. You know the tendency to Natsuki's cupcakes. Ironically, I'm just a fool. Wait, this girl and excuse she's just so look. How did you get into baking? Oh well, I don't know. It just always appealed to me. Well, a few years ago, I heard this my mom who a lot of baking, so I got like super into it for a while. I was probably making stuff almost every day, but it's something that I always knew I liked anyway. It's like baking's like art. It's like art, but when you get good at it, it can smell delicious too. So I'm to something so artistic. That'll just be eaten afterwards. Yeah, maybe you do practical for it. I prefer to be on the receiving end. That's my other favorite part about it. It's something I can do that makes a lot of people happy, like unconditionally. Everyone is always so thankful, and in that moment you get to be like the bringer of joy. I don't know. It just makes me feel valued. Yeah, I guess that. So you were going to make up your friends did? It wasn't really anything to make up with them about. We weren't fighting or anything. Maybe I misunderstood. Let me turn this into a fight that was my goal, and that's just unnecessary drama. It only makes things worse. I forgot to turn on the volume. We got 20. So they're not going to stop? I mean, it only happens sometimes anyway. It's just the way they are, and I'm not one who ever has a problem with it. It's not worth it. Especially since I have somewhere to go now when I don't feel like hanging out with them. Oh, I see. It's empty for all the crinkles as Yuri clenches her fist. The situation is resolved, that you don't have to avoid them anymore. Yeah, me too. I don't have to bother you during your alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on. Yeah. I know that my cupcakes are basically nothing compared to all the stuff you've done for me, but it's the best I can do, so you can have the rest of them. Elizabeth grabs the box and slides it over to Yuri's feet. Yuri stares in the box, and she shakes her head and says in the neck, just save them for your other friends. But, I made them for you. Lizzie's voice whines as she protests. I know. I like them very much, as well as you thought. You succeeded. But I know you care about making your other friends happy too. And if this is the way you know how to make that happen, then I'm not going to take it away from you. No, they were for making you happy. You make me happy. You're worth more than cupcakes to some people. And that's why they want to spend time with you and be your friend. I'm warning tears pour from Natsuki's eyes. And you see her chest and says sobbing into her arms. Natsuki, such a bad person. You stand with this feeling panic. I didn't mean to say something bad. Natsuki shakes her head and wipes her tears. You didn't. I just. Natsuki tries to chill back herself, so struggles to speak through them. just really hate myself sometimes. And it feels so wrong when you say those nice things to me. Like I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. No, I am. I'm so difficult. I can't think of even a single thing about myself that somebody would like. I hated myself for bothering you during lunch. Just thought it was my chance to be a good person. Like, to be nice and do things you wrote about in the letter. I knew if I tried in the club, Terry and Monica would be super annoying and make a huge deal out of it. You know, I think a lot of those negative things about myself do. I feel like a good person. I always scrutinize everything I say. Later, I feel like I said all the wrong things. I just spend so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, and feeling like everyone. I could not read that in time. Like everyone else must hate me too. So I understand some of that through my own experience. That's why I wanted to write a lot and express my feelings. It pained me to see those things in someone else that I saw in myself. Natsuki's whole series also did by the and teachers and the hand of Natsuki. Monica told me it takes a good person to reflect on these things. It's hard to improve yourself. That makes you a good person, so don't worry too much. Also, there are things about you that people would like, so... Like what? Like, how you're fun for people to be around. You're not shy, you know how to make people laugh, and you're very passionate about things and know how to take the lead, and you care a lot about other people. It just... a lot of things. You make me feel really embarrassed. Well, you're the one who asked. Don't you think I feel embarrassed? Natsuki doesn't have a smile, and she says it fades again. Every time I come here, I always think it's the last time, but I keep coming back for some reason. Is that bad? Just really confusing. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so touching them all the time feels like, I don't know. It's like, what? Natsuki's voice gets quiet. Maybe I'm scared that they'll get mad at me. I really don't know what to do. She wasn't near her distance, tracing her on the powers of the floor tiles while she thinks to herself. What would you do, hypothetically, if your friends were happy for you instead of mad at you? Happy for what? Whether your new club is making you happy. Well, that's just not a fair hypothetical. She says that, but with a little confidence in her voice. I always told myself that I don't rely on the approval of others to be happy, and I still feel that way, but spending time with people who put me down whenever I don't have their approval, that's probably what is making me feel so confused. Because I'm frightened of the things that should make me happy. So no matter what it is, it's like I have to be unhappy to be happy. It's making my head hurt. It must make it really difficult to be comfortable with yourself. Made to feel like you're wrong just for being the person you are. Really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? This isn't the kind of person I want to be. I'm fed up with it. Fed up with a lot of things. There's a punch to the floor and shakes her head. I know what's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier to be comfortable, unhappy than it is to do something so scary. To do what? You know, to end it. With them? Natsuki nods. I think you've actually considering that as an option. I wasn't until recently. It's just one of those things where, like, it's been a certain way for so long that you just get used to it. Like, so much of you's got into it. So much that it feels like that's just how your life is. And throwing it away is like throwing such a... Wait. Your expression changed. What? Throwing it away is like throwing away such a big part of your life. It just feels sick to think about. Natsuki sighs. It's just really scary. It's terrifying. What are you scared of? I don't know. A lot of things. Being alone. Not having anyone to talk to or hang out with. Not being able to replace what I have with them. I don't want them to hate me. I'm scared they'll hurt me for going against them. Physically? Not physically, but... Yuri clenches her fist. Natsuki. What? If anyone thinks to you harm... Always call upon them. He just knows them laughing. Laugh at me. Sorry, it's just... I like that. That's all. Oh, I got. That's kind of funny. Well, I meant it. I know you did. I think it's your look. I need it. It's not reason lapses against the box of cookies so dear. Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anymore. Are you sure? I think nods. I'm sure. I will then. I'll enjoy them. The feeling of warmth spreads through her. Also, that feeling knowing it will give her courage. You haven't got the special thingy. Oh, you're here first today. Mm-hmm. You brought reading material. Mm-hmm. He's sitting in her usual spot, this time holding a volume of her manga while Helen sits beside her. He sits down as well and opens her own book. It sucks when a good series is coming to an end. Like, it's such a big part of your life, and then one day there's just nothing left. It makes you feel so empty. I mean, it's kind of like with... I mean, the only thing I can like compare that to is with freaking JoJo. But the problem is like the anime. Man, but the thing is, this is like two whole things that can be made. We just gotta wait. But it's gonna be cool as hell. It feels so empty. Fortunately, I'm about to experience it myself in my last book of this series. That sucks. But there's also something satisfying about letting the story conclude. I don't know if I'd want it to go on forever. Maybe. That's for me too. It's like once I start making like freaking like stories or something like that, I can't stop. I don't feel compelled to do so because I made a world like when I was like not 10, when I was like really young, and I had one character who's so old, not old. Well, he is old in the whole story, but like he's really old. Like when I was in single digits old, and I still have him because he was the only good part worth keeping, and it was just me, but it was a scientist version of me, and then. I could not just leave him. And I had other characters who I just didn't want to leave too, so I just made them look better instead of like the silly little cartoony way I made them. That's the lightest little cartoony way I made them. But still. Maybe. There are some things that I wish I could. On the other hand, have you ever read something that overstayed its welcome? Yeah, definitely. I could think of at least one thing I've read that got pretty unbearable halfway through, and the ending really sucked. So, it sucks when something good has to end, but it also sucks when they just keep inventing more plot until you don't like it anymore. I guess it sucks either way. Mm-hmm. That's the nature of all things. They come to an end. To fall silent, slowly eat, making their way through their respective reading material. So Natsuki doesn't seem to be touching food at all. Now we'll go out during the weekends, right? Excuse me? Like with friends, the mall, downtown, or whatever. I'm not a total shouldn't you know. Oh, I'm for making assumptions. Well, I'm sure I go out less often than other people like you and the others in the club. I don't really meet with friends and arbitrarily spend time like that. I'm usually meeting with my board game group. What game group? It doesn't matter. It's just nerdy stuff. What do you ask anyway? I'm just curious. I just realized that I couldn't picture it, so I'm just curious. There's a word, epilendiosis, I think. That is, you begin and end the same. The begin and end like the same sentence with the same word. But that's like beginning and ending like like a line of dialogue with the same sentence. He looks at Natsuki and realizes that she's shaking. Look at me like that. Sorry. Natsuki pulls her teeth into her chest and puts her head down. I can't take this. Did I do something? He gets flustered, her mind's racing all over. She puts her head down. I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier telling them, and I just blocked them because I'm so afraid of their responses. Now it feels like I'm dying inside. Oh, that's... I'm sorry. Totally unsure what to do. Yuri can barely find any words to offer. Meanwhile, the sound of Natsuki's unusually hot breathing fills the air. Then she speaks again, barely by a whisper. Help me. I feel sick and want to hit my head against things. Let's help, I can't take this. That realization years demeanor suddenly changes. I have experience with this, so I'll help you through it, okay? Meekly nods through her rapid breaths, head still buried in her knees. Yuri slides herself over to Natsuki and sits on a step behind her. She then puts her hands on Natsuki's shoulders. Can you hold my hand? Natsuki nods. Her shaking becomes more apparent through Yuri's sense of touch. Yuri keeps her voice low and gentle. You're safe right now. You're in a good, safe place. Nothing can hurt you. Natsuki nods once more. Although Yuri's on the touch of Natsuki's shoulders, she can probably feel her racing pulse through the base of her neck. We'll do a breathing exercise together. Please listen to my breath and breathe along with me. Let's breathe in now. Takes a deep, slow breath. Beneath her hands, she feels Natsuki's shoulders rise as Natsuki takes her breath in her own, trying to mimic Yuri. It's all together while Natsuki shakes on the way out. That's good. It's going. Yuri breathes in once more and Natsuki joins her. You continue like that for a few more cycles while Yuri closely monitors. Eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki rests more of a weight into Yuri's palms. Let's focus on the physical world. What I have to do is focus feeling of your breaths going in and out, and the weight of my hands on your shoulders. In a safe and comfortable physical space. past in silence. I know the worst of it is past, but Yuri is determined not to move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki has lifted her head off her knees, and her breathing is mostly steady. And she takes a final deep breath and slowly puts her head to her feet, causing Yuri to... slowly pulls herself to her feet, causing Yuri to let go. She stretches her arms. Sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is. I don't have to apologize. This must be enormously stressful for you. Is that going to keep happening? It may or it may not. You can take measures to prevent it in the future. I think it will naturally get better over time. So he motions to sit back down again. So Yuri moves over, tries to pick up a book from the dusty floor, which she had hastily set down earlier. She brushes the dust off the covers. I could have gotten through that alone. You're not alone. Let's try again. Yuri speaks into her own lap. Now on, I don't have to do anything alone. We're gonna finally get the image. Just that Yuri turns up to refer to so openly share her thoughts. Still thinking about Natsuki. Of all people, it makes it feel so much more natural to do so. Perhaps because, like Yuri, Natsuki's so timid and uncertain of herself. Natsuki does such a good job of hiding it that it's taken a long time for Yuri to finally realize it. And because of that, Yuri is able to deliver the reassurance that she herself would have wanted, demonstrating that you deserve the love of others. If you can accept that for the first time, then perhaps you can begin the tumultuous journey of learning to love yourself. Huh. You really mean that? I think I never get saying that if you do. Also, because I'm probably gonna have a lot of free time during the weekends from now on, so you're gonna be patient with me as long as you want to direct your fountain to a lot of places. You see, you already said it, so you can't take it back now. I suppose I have no other choice but accept the responsibility too then. I'm gonna go to ice cream place. Oh. Well, I didn't mean to press that. I'll take this. I'll take most screenshots. That means she'll finally pick her out one some flavor. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, country. You don't remember? First day they came into the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor, but for me, you said that you had no idea. Seriously? I don't remember that at all. Oh, wait, yes I do. It is probably green tea. She shakes her head. It's a good guess. I forgot seriously. You got chocolate and raspberry together. Chocolate and raspberry? Fancy. How's that fancy? Oh, I don't know. I feel like I should have guessed something like that. Well, hey, next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry. Hey, strawberry is my favorite. What a coincidence. I want to know what you're reading. I don't think, yeah, it's just blurred text. Actually, no, wait, it's blurred text. This is blurred text. This could be something for all we know. Also, my headphones fall to the floor. These ones, the on headphones, they're so good. My dad ended up getting his own because he used them. Well, he used mine because I left them at his place. I'm just have something to look forward to. I still have the sick feeling in my stomach, but it's easier now to convince myself that I did the right thing. Is there anything better I could be doing? Not that I know of. There's nothing that'll make this easy for me. You already did more than I thought anyone would. Come to think of it, never thought about the letter. Well, come to think of it, we never talked about that letter you wrote, but it feels like we're way past that at this point. I don't even know what to talk about. Except that I think it helped me understand my needs a little bit better. The way I like to be treated, and the kinds of friends that I want to have. Right, I just realized her hand is in a position, is in a place. That's why I wanted to start coming here in the first place, even though I was so scared of causing problems. I pressed B, no. I thought it was a coincidence that you ran into me here initially. Oh, not exactly. What do you mean? Nothing. I may have tracked you down first with help Sayori. That's... You said... Oh, shy, okay? Wasn't really like... Whatever, you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess I'm glad that you worked up the courage, even if it was in your own way. Until you've been making a lot of decisions. It'll make things better in the long run. I think anyone would be proud of you for it. Anyone? You mean, like you? Yes. Maybe. You know, I could get used to this. As long as you don't tease me too much. Fine. Just a little then. fine. You know, I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now, but I really do think that good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings. Thanks. It's nice to be reassured. Are we done? We'll go continue the conversation through the remainder of lunch, but a new feeling hangs in the air, a feeling of greater certainty in the path forward. In just a few hours, there will be another Literature Club meeting, but the 4 club members will happily spend time together. Each of them, all in their own special qualities, have something unique that they can deliver to one another. Through friendship and literature, the club members will continue to grow and find new happiness together. The end of each chapter is the start of the next. Yuri thinks to herself, since she is about to finish a long-running series, it would be best to have a new book lined up. Perhaps this weekend she would cut time to visit the bookstore together. Ah, interesting. Anyways, there's one more. However, we should, because I'm 21 minutes long. Anyways, this game continues to hit close to home, and that makes me mad. How can you hurt me in such a specific way, in such specific things? God, I hate this game and both love it at the same time.